Okay. Hi everyone. We are the Five Senses. I am Kai Otake.
I'm Aden Zhang.
I'm Yoki Tan. I'm Marie Nguyen.
And I'm Hernor Seon.
And this is our capstone project. So our capstone project revolves around the language barriers of Asian American AAPI.
So our problem is language barriers, and first we'll talk about what are they. So language barriers refer to the difficulties faced by individuals, mainly immigrants, when they don't share a common language. And why are they such a big issue that we find that we need to talk about today? So many challenges that come with language barriers include education. So language barriers may affect the opportunities you get with education, and it may affect your employment and what job you get, and it can even affect your healthcare access and quality. So today we'll be addressing those.
Okay, so who here has been asked by a parent or a family member to translate government for medical documents at your age? I say this to say that without us as the children of the parents, it would be difficult for the parents to understand or get like things like insurance or car insurance. How language barriers affect opportunity. Okay, so as I said before, AAPI immigrants may be unaware or unable to access medical insurance, car insurance, etc. And then the second point is not being able to be taken seriously, because there's an assumption that people who speak like no English or broken English are less smart or less knowledgeable. It also leads to people saying, I wish people knew how smart I was in my native language. And then third point is mental health. Speaking in a language that you're not fluent in may lead to deteriorating mental health.
Okay, now I'm gonna talk about the language barriers in healthcare. So one of the main causes in healthcare is miscommunication. So when you don't have perfect English, when we're talking about the US, immigrants may have a hard time expressing their health concerns, and this may ultimately lead to having struggles finding the medical attention appropriate for them. Another cause is, as we mentioned earlier, the limited opportunity and access to healthcare. So this may lead to lower quality treatment, difficulties navigating the healthcare system, struggles to make appointments, and more.
How impact of language barriers in healthcare? It affects both patients and healthcare providers. For patients, they would struggle to understand the prescription given by the doctor, and because of that, they may not be able to understand how the medication works or how much they should take each day. And because of that, they will be unable to receive adequate healthcare treatments. For healthcare providers, they may not fully understand their patients' needs, and it will become difficult for them to assist them. And they probably won't understand their health concerns, so they will prescribe the wrong dose and provide inaccurate treatments and jeopardize the patient's safety and well-being.
And so the next problem that we kind of dove into is language barriers in job opportunities. So as we know, communication skills are very crucial in a workforce environment. And so, like healthcare, effective communication skills are vital, as it can hinder unclear communication with clients and just coworkers in general. Imagine you're trying to sell a product to a client, but they don't even understand what you're saying. And this may also lead to misunderstandings that affect not only you as an individual, but also your coworkers and even the business that you may work for. And overall will just decrease work productivity. And this will result in less career advancement and leadership roles. If you're asking why, well, imagine you're a leader and no one understands what you're saying. How can you be a leader if no one can understand what they're supposed to do and what even the goal of the job is? And that is why so many jobs have a prerequisite of knowing English in order to even apply, and that is what is extremely crucial for the language barrier. So another impact of language barriers in the workforce is networking. So networking is very important in jobs, in networking events, conferences, industry gatherings, and overall you'll just have less opportunities. And finally, this isn't necessarily a language barrier, but it's more of a cultural thing where there may be certain cultural perceptions such as stereotypes and biases, and this will lead to a toll on your mental health. With little to no coworkers that may understand what you're trying to say, it'll just become a domino effect on your mental health in general.
Addressing the issue. Because language barriers are a common problem in the AAPI community, having access to English as a second language classes or ESL classes will help individuals improve their English language skills and ultimately communicate effectively. So for our proposed solutions, we have two. The first one is partnering up with online platforms and resources that offer free ESL classes. For example, USA Learns. Then we would create an Instagram account that raises awareness of the ESL classes. Some of the AAPI language barrier organizations that people can go to if they need help are Asian American Advancing Justice, Asian Health Services, Asian Pacific Islander Legal Outreach, and Empowering Pacific Islander Communities. These organizations work to ensure language access and equal treatment. So for our first post on our Instagram account, it would raise awareness of the English as a second language classes through working with one organization, so that more people will have access to the tools needed. They will eventually gain more opportunities for personal success with this help. To promote the account further, we would use Facebook or Instagram ads that will bring in a wider audience based on demographics and interests. Thank you for listening. Any questions?